back to Writing Children's Books. My name is Jessie, and this is my day 4 of Veda, vlog every day in August. So today I wanted to answer some questions about the digital versus physical books and which one would be best for you as an author or a publisher, and the expenses, and really just the questions that I get asked all the time and by almost every author that I talk to. So, and they were questions that I had when I first started. So I get it. I didn't understand it. Now I do. And so now I will share that with you. This video is not really well prepared. I'm just planning on answering questions that I often get asked. So if I start to veer, I apologize. That's just how I talk. So, all right. So to answer the first question, if you are creating, or if you are thinking about creating multiple formats of your book, then a couple things to keep in mind is whether or not it's a journal. Are you creating a journal for children? Are you creating an activity book? Are you creating planners? If you're doing one of those three, and there's other options, but if you're doing one of those three, then you're not going to do a digital version. KDP doesn't like that, and they won't accept them. So you only want to do physical versions of those. Now, side note, if you're going to do an app to go along with your book, with your physical book, you can create an app that you can do like activities on that are related to the physical version of it. So you can do applications. Again, bringing you back. Okay. Now, if you are starting off by creating a physical book, and that's your goal, is to publish a physical version of your children's book, then in my opinion, I don't know why you wouldn't create a digital version. Whether you're going to use that digital version as a secondary stream of income, or if you're going to use it as free marketing. I think it's silly not to take the little extra time and effort to create the digital format than it would be to just do the physical format. Okay. Now, before I get too far, I do want to say that if you're creating multiple formats, digital, softcover, hardcover, each one of those is going to have a separate ISBN number. And ISBN numbers usually run about $125 to $150 a pop. So you can buy them in bulk, which is awesome. I would do that if you're going to start to produce several different books, because you can save obviously it makes a huge difference in price. But if you're just planning on doing this one book and this is your go-to, keep in mind that each version, each format that you do is going to need an ISBN number. So that being said, I would stick with digital and physical for my first book if it was a children's story. Now, if you are planning on doing a digital book, and that was your plan originally, then definitely weigh your options on whether or not you should do the physical version as well. If you're going to do the physical version, it is going to take longer to do the cover. There's more work in the cover in a physical than it is in a digital version. There's more work in the formatting, and they are different formats. So to me, it's easier to do the physical book first, format that, get that laid out, and then do the digital, because it doesn't take very long to do the digital once you have the physical. But on the other hand, if you're starting with the digital, it does take more effort to do the physical. Not outlandish by any means, but it is more work. So totally different formatting. You're going to start from scratch. All right, so that is that part. Now, if you are going to upload digital books, you have multiple places that you can upload. You can go to iBookstore. You can go to Amazon, KDP, of course. You can go to Nook. There's Draft to Digital. That's a big one that will display, or that will distribute to several different digital formats or digital arenas. If you're going to do a physical book, then there's really two main bosses in this POD land, print on demand land. That is going to be CreateSpace and Ingram Sparks. So those are the two main places to get your print on demand, but when you're doing digital, you have a lot more options. Both of those places also offer setup for the digital versions. I like to do them separate because I just do. I don't know why. I just do them separate. Okay, so that's the main question. If you're going to do a digital version, I would say create a video for it as well and put it on your website and use that as a marketing tool, because you can create a video of your digital version just swooping through and reading along with it. You can do an audio version. You can do the video version. You can do the digital, just the book itself, just the text and the pictures, the illustrations. You can do the hardcover, and you can do the physical softcover. So lots of different options. Other questions that I get. I'm trying to think. Another thing when it comes to proofs. If you're doing a proof of a digital, you're doing a proof of a digital on a computer or on your phone or whatever, it's a digital proof. If you're doing a proof of the physical book, you have the option of doing a proof digitally, or you have the option of doing a proof with a physical one. I would say do the physical one just because the colors do change, and I like to see the difference and whether it's going to be gloss or matte and how it's going to look with that color in hand. Makes a big difference. Also with the proof, if there are any lines in it, once it prints, you can let the printer know and talk to them about that. So just a couple of questions that I get all the time with the ISBN numbers, with which one should I do? Should I do the physical? Should I do the digital? Keep in mind, if you want to do multiple formats, it's going to cost you a little bit more money in the ISBN. Might not cost you more money in anything else, especially if you're doing the publishing and illustrations and everything on your own, the cover and all of that stuff. Then it's probably just going to be the ISBN costs. If you plan on creating even more books, buy the ISBNs in bulk. And if you're going to do a physical version, I would suggest doing a digital too, unless it's a planner or journal or activity book. I hope that answers your questions, and if you have more, I guess just leave it in the comment section and I will do my best to answer those. Hope that helps.